if you hit the right buttons, things go the right way. And I did hit the right buttons this morning. Boogie with the Bull. Monday morning caffeine. Let's get this week started. So take a shot of your favorite caffeinated beverage. A trick we learned from Scott Adams, who always started his program the same way, but out of a ceramic cup. And coffee does taste better out of a ceramic cup. But if you have Parkinson's like I do, you can't carry a ceramic cup from the kitchen to the desk, or take the chance of spilling caffeine all over your laptop, because I've done that once before. We're live on the Dave Glovin profile on Facebook, and we're live on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/@Dave Glovin. Very easy. If you want to watch it there, it's very, very easy. We're having problems today, like something invaded our computer and it's not going the way that it should. We tried to connect to X and were unable to do so. We tried to write a post on Streetlock and we were unable to. And we tried to do the same on Winkin, so it's on our end somewhere. We just have to snip and find it. Randy Rhodes is on special assignment today. He is with the repairman replacing his furnace, and the Patriot's lab, hold on, has decided to fill in this morning. Brother Ray is here on the program, and as I put in the promo, it's a live, what do I want to say? Anything is on the table broadcast. And yes, I did say it's a black table, if anyone cares. But anything is on the table. We can go politics. We can go off politics. We can go anywhere you want, Ray.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay.
All right. Just making sure I got my volume. How are you doing this morning, sir?
Well, I'm frazzled, but it's just trying to figure out modern technology this morning. So we'll do it the best as we can. We're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube, which means that I will podcast it probably for everywhere else.
Right.
Good evening, good morning to everyone on the Patriot Lab Network that is watching this morning. It is a pleasure and a privilege to have you on watching this morning. You're welcome to join us in the comments if you wish, and then we can deal with whatever comes our way. I'm going to hit this one, and I'm going to hit this one, and that will raise there. That will raise Ray to a level that I can hear him. So, like I said, anything and everything is on the table. We did not watch the Oscars, but I understand that Jimmy Kimmel took a moment or two to attack President Trump and took a moment or two to attack the Melania movie. I have not seen the Melania movie, but he's a known attacker of President Trump, so I just don't watch him anyway. But Ray, you're welcome to jump in with the first topic that we're going to talk about this morning. Well, Ray popped out, so it may just be me. And whoops, Ray is back. Here we go. Well, no. Okay, you're going to do it this way. Okay. Let's see. Let's try to get Ray with us. I know that there is bad weather going on all over the country today because Chuck Cook told me that he's having problems in Wisconsin connecting to the internet today. So it could be a problem that everybody is facing. I'm sorry for that. not a good way to start your Monday morning. Okay, not a good way to start your Monday morning. But anyway, uh, it is what it is. So when it is, anybody is welcome to jump into the live chat and give us something to talk about this morning. And if you don't, well, then I understand. We'll just have to end the broadcast as we can do it. All right, Ray is back there. No, it's not. He's back, but it's not connected to him. And Ray is in Tennessee, so we're having problems connecting Ray this morning, and we'll try on this one. Ray's back up. No, that's gone too. All right, so it's just me. So you're going to hear my voice. Well, Monday and Friday at 10 a.m. when things work like they are supposed to. We are here at 10 a.m. and I'm thinking about cutting one of the Mondays or Fridays and going with, let's see, we'll try to connect Ray. There he is. And go with Thursday evenings because Thursday evenings has opened up and we might just get more people watching. I know 10 a.m. Eastern on the workday is not really a good time for everybody. But hey, Ray, what's on your mind this morning?
Well, today is a great day. It's raining here. As you were saying, there's some terrible weather going on across the rest of the country. So everybody just be safe. But I woke up and I noticed something. I was watching the USA men's the baseball classic, the World Baseball Classic, and it was a great game last night. The USA against
Good.
the powerhouse of the Dominican Republic,
Ouch.
and we won. We
Good.
eliminated them, and no one ever expected that. But not only that, the paraplegics in hockey, the USA hockey men's hockey team, paraplegic team, they beat Canada for the first time to win the gold medal. Do you
Whoa.
know? So I noticed there's a trend going on, other than the non-American patriotic citizens, our American teams that are representing America on the global scale, they're whipping ass.
Good.
They are dominating. We beat the men in hockey. The men and the women won the gold in hockey, which is supposed to be Canada's sport. Like I just stated, the paraplegics, they won theirs, which is supposed to be the Canadian sport. And America just dominated the Dominican Republic, which is supposed to be their sport in the World Series, the World Classic. So I'm very proud of our men and our women that are out there representing America. Also, our military
Yep.
that's out there representing and standing up for America. And let's pray for the families out there of the lost soldiers.
Yep. And we get stuck on issues related to the military that I don't think we need to get stuck on. We spent $15 million to feed them a surf and turf dinner before they left. Now, yes, everybody knows that we do things like that. I don't know why, uh, but to show them the respect they deserve that they're going to serve us, and there's no guarantee that they will return, which is often the bad thing.
Listen, that all the money this government wastes, that's the last thing
I
I'm
know.
going to talk about my soldiers over there risking
Yeah.
their lives while we're able to go to Red Lobster and places like that
Mhm.
whenever we want. They're out there risking their lives. At least we can do is give them some steak and lobster.
That's
You
true.
know,
That's
I
true.
it, so I don't even talk about shit like that. I leave that for the degenerates that don't have a life,
No.
that don't want um our service member to be appreciated in any way.
I
In
hope
any
we
way.
appreciate them when they come back, whether they win or they lose this thing.
You know.
Honestly, that's
Oh no,
that's where I am. The
no matter what, our soldiers come back winners.
we you know didn't necessarily make good on the promises that we told a lot of our soldiers, men and women, going off to the Vietnam War. When they got back, they were not treated as good as they could have been. And I, for a long time, have felt that that was wrong. You know?
Right.
So I hope that we have learned that lesson and move forward. And we can move forward off of this topic too, if you if you want. We can go with another thing that's on the table. If you know, bring up whatever you feel like bringing up this morning.
Well, sure, basically everything that's going on that I've been paying attention to. You got the Department of Homeland Security
That's a,
being defunded while we're in the middle of a war by the Democrats. Smart move, not. So I mean, it's just the same old dead baggage that we
yep.
have to carry around with us while we try to do what we're doing. And hey, as long as Trump keeps doing what he's doing, that's all I care about.
Yep. That's true to a point. Um,
Why you
you
say
know,
to a point? Is there things that he's doing that you don't want him to continue to do?
I'm sure there might be some things with some people that they don't want them to continue to do. The shutdown situation, as far as I am concerned, I'm tired of Chuck Schumer, so I hope he's gone because this shutdown came from the Senate Majority Leader. That they've shut down, in theory, the Department of Homeland Security, while they continue to get their 174,000 plus. And I'm starting to warm up to the Warren Buffett view that they don't get paid, and they don't get paid until the economy is 3% or lower, and it may be 3% or lower on its own. Right now, I do understand that prices are kind of out of whack, but we'll get things back. You can't just
Prices are gonna be out of whack. Look, this this transition that America and the world is going through right now is not supposed to be a smooth transition. No
right.
transitions are smooth. And see, this is this is where I separate, because you can agree, you can disagree on some policies of Donald Trump and this and that, but overall, look, Donald Trump, he's not just here for America. I don't care what people say anymore. He's not here for America. He's here for the globe. He's not here to make people happy. He's here to try and recalibrate this world in a way to where it's not run by dictators and it's not on the edge of self-destruction. So, you know, I don't care if people like his tactics on how he's doing what he's doing. This world was running amok because we had nobody, not even the almighty America, nobody leading this world in a direction to be sustainable and be prosperous. Everybody, greed has set into every nation
Yep.
on this planet, and it has started to self-destruct this nation. And Trump is just trying to reset it. That's all he's trying to do, is reset it. I don't know why him, I don't know why now, but everything he's doing is trying to put a halt on the direction that this world, not just this country, but this world was going in. This world was going in the direction of just being self-destructive. And thank God that America is still here to stand as that superpower to finally bring some type of law and order
Yep.
throughout the globe. And you know, the man's doing what I believe he's got to do. Whether he's got to instill new leadership into these governments, into these
Right.
institutions. Uh, you see what Cuba's doing, right? But to see
Yep.
Cuba, too little, too late. Cuba. Now
Yep.
Cuba want to release all of its prisoners, political prisoners, and all of this that they've had for years, talking about they're showing good humanitarian faith. Look, you next. You on the chopping block next. Don't try to show no good faith now, because we know it's just a ploy.
Good faith is good faith, but if you're going to send everybody that you have in prison in Cuba to the United States, you've done the same thing that everybody else has already done. And
No, no, what they're doing is they're releasing their political prisoners.
okay,
The people that they've jailed over years for standing up for their humanitarian
right.
rights. They released 52 of them the other day, trying to show good faith. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. See, these people think Trump is stupid. They think they can try to appease Trump until he's out of office and gone. Trump has started something that he's damn on planning to finish.
Yeah,
Believe that.
right. And the vice president of Cuba, I mean, not Cuba, of Venezuela, may have her own people to protect her, as opposed to Nicolas Maduro, who had his own people, the Cubans. And you know, if you got out of that position, then show everybody that you're able to handle that position the way it is now, or no, you can't. You can't come back and sit at the big boy girls table. That's just the way it is.
People don't understand. I was watching a documentary on Cuba, and people work a whole month for $30,
Right.
and from what they were saying in the documentary, only the top 8% are able to shop at places like Walmart and stuff like that. Those are the rich people. The other people, if something costs 20, because they charge it, they pay American prices for stuff
Yeah.
over there. So they make anywhere from 8 to 28, $26 a month, general earnings for these average Cubans. If they buy something for $20, guess what? That's a whole month. That's a
And
whole month.
and you will often see that they do wonderful things with, like, they have what we would consider classic cars, and they get to a point where they just make their own
But
parts.
but if you go to the see every a lot of people don't, and I'm glad I was able to watch this documentary, because
Okay.
it took me to where the Havana Hotel was, where all the mafia people used to
Yep.
meet, and all the celebrities, that hotel. And it's a rich people's area there, but it's only 8% of the population.
Can't do that.
It's only 8%. can
Right.
can you imagine, can you imagine, like my wife said, a whole nation is impoverished. A whole nation. It's not like here in America where we have our impoverished communities. Yeah, we got communities that are disenfranchised, poverty, but as a
Mhm.
whole nation, 80% of Cuba is,
Yeah.
living like that.
Yeah, we can't do that.
So that's what this man is trying to change. He wants people to be able to afford a pack of tampons
Right.
that cost $12 American. Well, hell, if you only make $26 a month, and you buy if you're a
You
woman
can't
and you try
spend
to,
$12. I mean, you can't afford
so
to
what are
spend
you
12.
using? What are you using as a woman?
I don't want to think about what they might be
See,
using.
so so this is what we're dealing with, and this is what he's dealing with when he's
Yeah.
talking about liberating these people. And people got to understand, of course, there are other things that come with liberation, like oil and prosperity, not just for them, but for us also,
Right.
because that's the way the world works.
Right.
You
But
think if somebody else go in there, they ain't gonna get
they
a piece of
can
the pie?
they can do this. I mean, the people of Venezuela, I'm sure, are capable, or there are people that are capable within Venezuela of running the oil and dealing with everything they have to deal with Venezuelan oil, and they will, and they'll find themselves in money and how they handle that money. And
First things first.
yeah,
First thing is these people. I don't care what comes with it. These people got to be liberated so
they
they
do.
can regain control of their countries back.
Yeah,
Nothing. They're never going to be able to regain control of their countries while the militaries and these regimes are running it. So
no,
hell, get rid of the regimes.
yeah,
Get rid of these dictatorships. I mean, we got to start somewhere.
right.
Everybody's talking about, well, we're not here for nation building and we're not here for this
Well,
and
you
it's going
have
to
to
be a
be there
total
for nation.
collapse. And
You
you
have
know
to
what?
be there for nation building because over
And if it collapses, well, that's up to the people
right,
that you give it over to. Our
right,
main objective is to make sure that we do our part and to try to get them from
right.
out of this, the chokehold of these people.
Yeah, I think Reza Pahlavi will do well in Iran, the crown prince, but he doesn't want to be the leader unless he's elected by the people as the leader. And I think he'll, if
Well, you
that
know what?
happens, that will
I had
happen. Go
I
ahead.
had a premonition because I heard a little chirpy talk the other day, and
Okay.
I don't know why I heard it, but I heard it for some reason. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if we just took over Cuba. We took over Cuba, and Marco Rubio was the new president of Cuba. Because he Cuban.
Well, I,
So
I
that's what I would do. I'd take out the whole Cuban regime, take out the whole Cuban government, because Cuba basically shit.
yeah, I think
Cuba
he can
probably,
do it.
yeah.
I think he can do it as Secretary of State in the United States. I think he's an asset that continues to prove himself.
No, you take out that leadership, you take out that government. Marco Rubio, he'll go back home and run. He'll
Well,
go back home and run for president because it'll be open elections. And I'm telling you, if he go back, there's a lot of motherfucking Cubans going back with him.
yeah,
If he's going back to run, there's a lot of Cubans leaving this country to go back.
yeah.
Can you imagine? I don't care what anybody says. I think anybody deep down inside would love if given the opportunity to live in their own country.
I think they
I mean,
will.
have you seen the beaches? Have you seen how it used to be? Hell, Cuba used to be the spot back
Yep.
in the 60s and the 70s. I'm watching all these, documentaries now on Cuba, Fidel Castro and all that stuff. Man, everybody went to Cuba. All Hollywood, the stars, everybody. That
Actually,
was it.
Waters
I
even
know.
went to Cuba.
But,
Yep.
it got taken
California,
over.
California's Maxine Waters went to Cuba. Justin Trudeau's mother went to Cuba too.
But hey, you can't go now. You can't go now.
No, you can't. And there shouldn't be any reason why everybody's walking away from that money that they could make, being a travel destination. Got to stop this weather that we're having because that will keep you from going to a lot of places that
Well,
you go to.
I've been watching that weather up in Minnesota. I mean, woo, it's something to watch it. I mean, I get my little dust in here and there down here in Tennessee, but they can have that up in Michigan and New Hampshire and all up that way. They can keep that stuff, man. Two,
Oh,
3 feet of snow. I don't want that right now. I don't want that no more.
yeah. We don't see it down in Florida, but we have family in Connecticut and in Massachusetts that you know, we don't want to see them get hit too hard either. So
You know, But other than that, I've just been, sitting back. Nothing really major. Nothing major has happened.
Yeah.
Um, you know, you still Jasmine Crockett, she's gone. We don't get to hear her big mouth no more. So they don't have a microphone in front of her because she ain't got nothing positive to say as she ever
No.
did, like she ever did. But they can't ask her how she lost all the time, so they stopped looking for her.
Well,
But
I think she lost because she played both sides and tried
who?
to make it like she was a hood girl when she really wasn't.
Yeah, no, she lost because didn't with nobody. Everybody knew she was stupid. That's why
Yeah.
she lost. Even her own people knew she was stupid. They 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 wouldn't vote for her ass. They wouldn't vote. See, people think because they in a position, once they get put in the position, they can stay in the position. No, see, we might not be able to do nothing to do. We not might not be able to do nothing once you're put in a position, but given the opportunity to have a redo,
Yep.
you ain't gonna be put back in that position.
No,
That's what happened to her ass.
I imagine that Al Green has left the building permanently and probably won't be back either.
No, he ain't coming back either. Yeah,
Yeah.
good for him. Well, he's well overdue. You could tell he was getting up there in his old age when he walked out with that sign that says, "Black people aren't apes." We
Yeah.
know that, Al.
Yeah.
See, that's he's in that Joe Biden mind state.
Yep.
If you got to tell us we not apes, so did somebody tell you was an ape? I
No.
don't know. Somebody try to convince you of that shit?
Nope. And Marjorie Taylor Greene seems to be confused in several different ways that she and they can put together a government that will be better than the government that we have now. You know, great. We're going to start fighting with haters again. And I don't know. You know, the infighting has got to stop. Banding together and fixing all the problems for everyone needs to be the order of the day. Like I said earlier, these
Hey,
people in Washington D.C. making 174,000 plus, stop paying them until they fix it, and maybe we'll get it fixed.
hey, everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to do something. Look, this is the thing. As long as long as the Democrats decide that it's all about me, and not about America, Donald Trump ain't gonna stop doing what he's doing. Donald Trump is gonna keep doing what the hell he's doing,
Yep.
what he's doing every day right now. He's gonna keep doing. If the Democrats were smart, you know how you stop Donald Trump from doing what he's doing. You know how you put a pause on Donald Trump. Sit down and start negotiating with this man.
Yeah.
Sit down and draw his attention
Yep.
onto something else. Only thing y'all doing, Democrats, is bashing this man every day. So y'all don't give him nothing to do on that side of the aisle. Nothing at all. The only thing he has to focus his energy on is this war
Yep.
and setting the books. If y'all want him to back up a little bit and really focus on America first, because he's trying to focus on America first and focus on the world too. But if y'all really want him to focus on America, y'all need to start negotiating, because what y'all doing is y'all handicapping him, and he ain't stupid. He's like, why waste my time trying to make some shit happen if the only thing they gonna do is keep sabotaging it? Let me focus in this area where they ain't got no say so. They ain't got nothing. Let me do what the hell I'm gonna do.
Right.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all.
When he hands it to the next president, I hope it's all fixed, or at least moving in that direction. I mean, there might not be enough time to fix everything that needs to be fixed. Like I said earlier, prices are out of whack, but they're going to be out of whack until we stabilize it. And stabilizing it is what will fix it. And I still believe that gas prices should not be a political thing. So we have to figure out a way to, if you depend on foreign oil, we have to figure out a way to get it to you. And that's
Look,
the that's the
the
way it.
re- the, re- the reason I don't pay attention to the shit like that is because nobody was worried about the shit before.
Right.
Nobody was worried about it. So I ain't worrying about it now. Don't talk boo-hoo. They just doing that shit because Donald doing what he doing. Donald, keep doing what you doing. I ain't listening to these people crying because you know what? They wasn't crying during Barack administration. They wasn't crying during Biden administration. No, they wasn't saying shit. Boo-hoo-hoo all the way until you blue in the face. Trump, keep doing what you're doing because short-term pain is long-term gain, and
They'd
people
like
can't understand that. It is what it is.
they'd
I'm,
like to
I'm
know when the Biden administration was doing it because Joe Biden was not doing it himself.
no, no. Trump ain't sending over millions of dollars on no pallet to try to appease somebody to let them keep blackmailing us. Trump going there, take care of business like he's supposed to,
He's so,
handle business until it's done, and that's it. I'm
yeah.
so glad we got somebody that's willing to do that shit. Somebody got. Hey, what Tony Montana say? You want to call me the bad guy? So everybody needs a bad guy. I'll be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Trump's being the bad guy, doing
Yeah.
what he needs to do.
And it doesn't need to be the bad guy. I mean,
And Cuba, you next.
yeah.
Cuba next. Them
Cuba,
Cubans already starting to burn up shit over there, burn
Cuba
up
next.
offices and shit like that.
And Mexico deserves something. I don't know what. And Canada deserves something. I don't know what. Uh, everybody in Canada is destined to become the 51st state, which I don't think is going to happen. And Mexico probably feels the same, and I don't think that's going to happen. And you know, up in Greenland, you know, they're we seem to be the ones fighting to be for Greenland to be the 51st state, but the truth is, the King of Denmark isn't going to sell. So, where are we, Ray?
I don't know. I'm just focusing on what this man is doing, and for anybody that was really under the assumption that ground troops wasn't ever going to be an addition to this war, you are sadly mistaken. What war is ever won without eventually having ground troops on the ground?
I think the bombs opened up that there was a problem, and now kind of set the stage for ground troops to go in there and help liberate.
Yeah. You got to take care. You got to be strategic
Yeah,
in your operation. See, that's why you got to block out the outside noise and pay attention. I love it. I love it. For one, that's what we got troops for. That's what we got the military for.
yep,
During the operation, we we go in by land, by air, by sea, by air. We take out the logistics. We take out the most important shit that could be vital to hurting our troops, and we eliminate as many of the ground equipment and ground forces that we can, and communications and stuff like that we can, and then we send in the baddest men and women on the planet to clean it up.
yep,
That's what we do.
yep.
And the reason we arm them is so they can fight back
Can
from what's left over.
can we clean up? Can we clean up Iran? Can we
Yeah,
clean up
yeah.
Cuba?
I really
Cuba's
see because
all that's got to be easy. They won't need any bombs. They just need
people,
to
people,
clean it
people
up.
gotta people, people make it seem like everybody of a certain nationality is bad and evil.
No,
I don't think that way.
right?
I don't paint everybody with a broad brush.
Yeah,
I
no,
really believe
right.
that there are Iranian people who
Mhm.
really want to live in peace,
Yep,
who really want to live under freedom, who really want to just be able to wake up and send their kids to school and go shopping and just live in peace.
yep,
And you know at least we have now a more clearer pathway to this. At
Yep.
least we can visualize something of this magnitude maybe taking place in our lifetime. I mean, peace in the Middle East that's never been, because you've let everybody run amok. You've let everybody bully everybody. Well, now you have somebody who decided to come in, level the playing field by eliminating these oppressive regimes
Right.
and give the people once again an opportunity to reclaim their nations. So,
Yep.
you know, it is what it is, because if you think these regimes and stuff like this just appeared, no, they didn't just appear. They were also possibly put in by governments and this, and we already see how we operate.
Right.
So I can see how these,
Yeah.
governments can just go get out of hand. But we got to clean. We got somebody that's willing to clean it up here at home and abroad.
The whole thing is out of hand, and it makes you just it makes you want to look at what else is in the world, the good, the good that's in the world, the good things that are in the world, and you know,
When the good things I see in the world, when I see families crying because they feel hopeful to be able to be reconnected with their homeland and families they haven't seen in generations. And when I hear the stories of Iranian Americans and Venezuelan Americans and Cuban Americans, of how they had to flee and what they had to flee from and what their relatives are still dealing with and going through, that's all I need.
yeah,
That's all I need, because as long as I know and understand there is a good side to this, I drown out the rest of the shit.
yeah,
I drown out the rest of it. Hey, if oil comes along with it and prosperity and more um,
oh,
economic stuff for America and other countries, it's like these people, they want these countries to be in bondage. They should, they should be happy. But, the devil rears its head
mhm.
when its time is called, and its time has been called, and you see it. You see it all over the place.
And you need to stop calling the devil in because we can do it. I mean, we can do it on our own. We can
Now
do
we're
it.
starting to see these terrorist attacks here at home. America, we have to understand. We have to stay vigilant for one,
Mhm.
but we also need to know and understand. This ain't our first rodeo.
No,
We've been dealing with terror attacks for a mighty long time.
no,
We know and understand that's how they operate. When can't nobody beat you face to face, head up, one on one, imano imano, that's what they got to do. When 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 the bully and his friends and stuff, and they can't beat you, they sneak by your house in the middle of the night and throw rocks through your window. They do stuff like that. They just try to terrorize because they can't take you on imano imano.
we
So
don't.
what you must do, you must go out, get in your car, go to their hood,
Yeah,
track them down,
yeah,
and make sure you leave a message with them
yeah.
and their people that will let them know, don't ever come and throw no stones through my windows ever again. You might be lucky enough that I let you survive, but I'm gonna let you know, don't ever do that shit again.
I still hope that there are places in the world where we can just sit down and break bread and talk about what we agree on and talk about what we disagree on and work on that and coexist. I mean, maybe we've never done it before in 250 years, but I think that's the future. Just coexisting. No more 20-year wars. It's ridiculous. We're in the 20 something war year of the Iranian Russia war, and they can't figure it out. And on the plus side, Ukraine's got the minerals that Russia wants. Well, okay, sell them a piece of what they want, meaning sell them,
No, they
sell
don't
them the
want that
products,
because
not a
they
piece.
want greed.
No,
It's about greed. It's
yeah,
all about greed. They want
no,
it. They want it all. It's like it's either all or nothing.
right. But that's
See,
wrong,
Trump's letting you know I don't want it all. I don't want it all. I just want
right?
my fair share. What I feel I deserve after liberating your ass.
Yeah, and that's it's going to go on for some time because they're still killing each other on both sides. Neither side has decided to stop. They always say they're going to stop, but they don't. Uh,
Hey, and Trump is, Trump is basically standing on the sidelines, and I
yeah,
don't blame him. Stand on the sidelines, you handle your business, and let them do what they want to do.
no,
Now, I'm sure they probably backdooring some stuff,
yeah.
talking and stuff
The,
like that. But
the problem is their business becomes our business, and it's just too much business. Why can't we all just be friends? Why can't we all just get along? And if you need what one country has, that country will sell you a piece of what they have, but not give you control of the piece of all of it. No, it doesn't work that way.
yeah, that's how they want it to work, though.
I know,
That's how they want.
I know, but maybe it's time to remove Putin from Russian power and elect somebody else. But that never seems to happen. So I don't know what
Well,
the answer there is.
Russia's a different beast.
Yeah,
Them people over there, they stuck with Putin. See, we ain't fucking with Putin. We ain't fucking with China and President Xi. We ain't fucking with North Korea
yeah,
because all three of these people, China, North Korea, and motherfucking Russia,
yeah,
they depend on Iran. They depend on all that shit. So we ain't got to go directly at them. It's they ass that ain't doing shit. They know Trump fucking up their supply line.
yeah,
They know Trump messing with they shit. They not doing nothing about it. They dealing with it. They're continuing to focus their energy on each other.
yeah.
They ain't fucking with Trump, while Trump is fucking with them.
China's ready to get into this war just because they want the oil to keep flowing to them,
Well,
and it may not,
China.
and I'm sure President Trump sees that, but President Trump has also said that, hey, China, hey, Russia, if you want Venezuelan oil, we'll sell it to you. It may be higher than you're paying now, but that's the same kind of thing you would do if we had to buy Venezuelan oil.
See, that's the difference. China, North Korea, and Russia, they're not going to bark directly at America. See,
Yeah,
because then they know Trump going to the big gun draw.
yeah,
See, right now Trump's messing around. He got his little toys. He's got his little toys that he's messing around with when it comes to Iran and the Straits of Hormuz and all of that stuff.
right,
He's got his little buttons. If North Korea, China, or Russia decide that they want to act up, see, Trump, they know Trump goes into a different drawer. Trump goes into the drawer with the red buttons.
right.
See, and they see Trump ain't got time to mess with. See, because Trump know what they capable of. So if they come off the rip wrong, Trump's already like, yo, I got my shit on the button. What? What the fuck? I keep what? And they know that Trump. Trump ain't Trump because Trump know they big time.
I don't,
So
I
Trump
don't
gonna
think,
come big time.
I don't think the rest of the world wants a nuclear war that might be the end of the world. I mean, they all want to feel like, yeah, they're in the seat and they're part of the control mechanism of all the countries, but I don't think, given the chance to throw nuclear bombs and blow the world off, I'm sure what's his name in North Korea doesn't want to end the world. And I'm sure China doesn't want to end the world. They just want to take over all of it. And Russia, I don't know. When
Well,
they,
the
I
bottom
know,
line,
I know
you
when
know,
Russia comes to the United States and tries something, they're going to they're going to win. They didn't, but that's just the way it is.
Nuclear war, the world ain't gonna be wiped out. I mean, there'll be massive destruction,
No,
and America will take a hit, but it will be nowhere close
yeah,
to the annihilation that we send off to those who um
we started it.
to do something like that
Yeah,
with us.
yeah,
So that's the world we live in. That's the world we didn't choose it. Um, but it's what we have,
it is.
and we have to figure out how to navigate through it.
Yep. In the last 14 minutes, what do you want to tell the people that we
Just
haven't already told them?
just stay vigilant. Um, keep America in your prayers. The time of see something, say something is past. It's gotten to the level of see something, do something. Um, you know, like those ROTC cadets that took down that shooter at ODU University after he did what he did.
Yep.
We have to react. We can no longer stand idly by and watch.
Nope.
We have to figure out a way to build up the courage to stand up to these evil forces that we have among us. At least that's how I feel about the situation. There are some that'll stand on the sidelines and go, woe is me, and how can this happen? How can that happen? Well, it happens when you let it and when you allow it. So
I'm not a woe is me person, but I don't understand a lot of it. I don't really understand a lot of it. But
it's just the way of the world.
it
It's
is.
just the way of the world. Chaos and a lot of stuff that it's unexplainable. It's just human. It's humans wanting to be humans. It's everybody wanting what they want, when they want it, how they want it, for as long as they want it.
I don't know if we ever get to that point. I hope we don't. But
I it's funny because me and my wife, we sit back and we watch the animal shows and stuff like that, and how you can how certain creatures that are supposed to be enemies out in the wild, how if they're born together at the same time as infants and they grow up, how they create the opposite bond.
yep.
How predator and prey are not supposed to live amongst each other. Everything is taught. Everything is taught. All behaviors are taught. Now some are instinctable, some are instincts by trait and by
Yep.
nature, but a majority of it's taught. So if we can just love more, teach more love and less
Yep.
hate, this world will be a better place. That's
It
all I got
would,
to say.
it would be a much better place. Well, Ray, it's always a pleasure to have you on the Patriots Lab Network here, and you're welcome anytime.
All right, brother. I appreciate you. God bless.
Thank you. Let's see. Ray Feggans from the Patriots Lab with his view to all of what is going on in the world. And if you, let's see. I guess it's easy to say this morning, if you don't agree, you have a right to come to a Boogie with the Bull and not agree. And if you, let's see, wait a minute. Trying to hit my screens there. And if you don't agree, you have a right to be here and talk your mind. And if you do, you have a right to be here and talk that. And we do it Monday and Friday. We get your week started and we get your weekend started. And I'm right now on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, but still some more to work out before we figure out what we're going to do with that. Uh, just an idea. I don't know. Maybe a better time for Boogie to be on. But anyway, 10 a.m. Monday and Friday Eastern time, so adjust yourself accordingly. Good morning, Suzanne Accardo is here in the live chat, and we will podcast this to Street Lock and X and probably Wimkin as well this morning. We had a problem trying to do that, and I couldn't figure it out, and I got angry like I normally do when I can't figure out something, and it may not have been right, but I just decided to give up on it. So we'll figure it out, and we will podcast it today. In the meantime, if you don't want to watch it on the Facebook, you can watch it on our YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/@DaveGlovin. You can go watch it there. You can also watch Old Boogie with the Bulls and get a chance to see how we operate here. And if you have ideas, you can talk to me or come here and present your ideas, and we'll go with them, or we won't. I don't know. Anyway, I am out of thoughts. So what I'm going to do is fly up here and hit end, and then